The team that wins this 90-second home run derby, they get to choose whether they want to be the home or the away team here in Montgomery this evening. There are 4 stations out here, as you can see. We're gonna have hitters from each team. The first home run out by that first bucket is a self-hit home run. The second is off the tee. The third is gonna be a soft toss here closer to the mound, and the remaining home runs will all be from the batting practice position. First, leading off this home run derby, for the party animals, put your hands together for Jake Skoll.
I have to step in here because, one, my roommate on the trip here in Montgomery, Jake Lialios, is a pure bodybuilder. I mean, the form that he had in all of the poses down on the field during the weigh-in was phenomenal. Noah Bridges, I love you too. You were great as well, but you know, I'm a little biased when I've been sleeping in the same room as the guy for the past couple nights. Okay, Jake Skoll, the man to swing it for the party animals for the 4th time on the tour. He's beaten Dan Oberst twice in 3 tries. Now he faces Dakota McFadden as Dan, a late pull from the Bananas lineup, and we hope he is A-OK. Dustin Baber, the man assisting Jake Skoll. Only took him 1 try off the tee and with the self-toss, 2 swings with the soft toss. He's got his 3 home runs that are pretty much guaranteed, and now with a minute to go, he's in the box. This is the first time Baber has been his batting practice man, usually at Sam Clay Camp. This is the location of Jake Skoll's first home run on last year's tour, back when he was a Savannah Banana for the 2nd straight tour. After 2 rounds with the boys in yellow, he's suiting up for the guys in black and pink. I'm 99% sure that's his 2nd home run from the plate. They only have, now they have 5 on the scoreboard, so they've caught up down there as well. 30 seconds to go. Skoll has put 7 home runs out in total across each of his last 2 home run derbies. That was in Jacksonville, Florida, and Sugar Land, Texas. That ball smoked deep to right center. 1 hop up against the wall. Just 5 home runs with 10 seconds to go. Going to a deep part of the park. Doesn't get it out. This one yanked to right, that'll go. His last swing of the round, a towering shot. And it is going to fall just short. Warning track power. 6 home runs for Dakota McFadden.
24, D-Mac Dakota McFadden.
D-Mac getting his first swing at the Banana-fied home run derby on the tour. Dan Oberst has been Skoll's opponent the first 3 times. McFadden has 2 homers on the tour thus far, tied for 4th overall. I should have mentioned beforehand, Skoll has 4, tied with Eric Jones for the tour lead. The self-toss, D-Mac jams himself. Then he hits a line drive, 1 hop off the wall. And that is going to get out of here with plenty of space, out to the river walk that wraps around this stadium, towards the playground out beyond the batter's eye in center field. Just 1 swing off the tee, he demolishes the tee. The important part is the ball's over the wall. Only 1 swing with soft toss. He doesn't think it's going to make it, and he's right. Now he clings that off the wall on a hop. Tyler Gillum tossed the ball up to him. His head coach takes a step back, and that is success. Out towards the Alabama River, the Gun Island Chute. 45 seconds. D-Mac needs 3 homers to tie, 4 to win it. And it will be very interesting whether Skoll or McFadden wins the derby as to if they choose to be home or away. D-Mac smoking balls, but none of them over the wall thus far. Jammed on that one. Hot shot into left. Less than 20 seconds to go. That's a no-doubter. He needs 2 more to tie Skoll. That one all the way out to the amphitheater on the edge of the river. 8 seconds. D-Mac needs to do it on these last 2 swings. He's not going to make it. Skoll is 3 for 4 in his home run derbies.
The score is 6-3. We'll bring our representatives from the home run derby here to home plate. Jake You're the slugger that gets to make the call. Will the party animals be the home or the away team?
We're gonna hit. We're visitors.
They are the visiting team. The Bananas are the home team. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Jake Skoll, you can see him turning to his team saying, are we going to keep the ball? He's used to that. 3 years at the University of Georgia, some SEC football in his past. And he is as tough as they come when it comes to defeating a man in a home run derby. So the Party Animals, the away team, for the 13th time in 15 games against the Bananas on the tour. And that is why we changed it from the winner of the home run derby is the home team to the winner of the home run derby gets to choose, because there were thoughts of collusion beforehand. Both teams want to be away. You probably get 1.5, maybe even 2 more at-bats per hitter through the lineup, because the home team can walk innings off. There's a lot of bananalytics going around about the advantages and disadvantages of being the team that hits first or last. I'm sure our bananalytics statistical savant Josh Talevsky will have a report on that within the next couple weeks. The Bananas with only 5 wins in their 13 games against the Party Animals. Check that, 14 games. There's a tie in there though, so it kind of doesn't even matter to be mentioned. And 2 of the Bananas' 5 wins are the only 2 games on the tour that they've been the away team, and that was because Jake Skoll had beat Dan Oberst in those 2 home run derbies. Here's Jesse Cole to introduce his cast and crew. And now, the king of potassium himself. And last but not least, the breakdancing coach we all love. Let's hear it for Mason. And walking the stage, your banana pet band. Keep those hands going. Let's hear it for your cast of your Bananas. All right, fans, the players are ready. The cast is ready. It is now time for you to get ready. So everyone on your feet. It is now time for the fan warm-up. Everyone on your feet. Because we have Maddie here, 5 years old, and she wants to get you going. So whatever Maddie does, you guys are gonna do. Maddie, are you ready? All right. She's ready. Here we go, Maddie. Oh, yes. Look at the energy. She's bringing it. Oh, look at the sass. Oh, Maddie. Oh, yes, Maddie. She's proven tonight. Oh, staying alive. Jumping jacks. Bringing the energy, Maddie. Oh, yes. We are ready here in Banana Land. Big round of applause for Maddie. certainly has a bright future as a choreographer. Full capacity, Riverwalk Stadium was bumping it as she led them in the fan warm-up. Now the young professor, time to get fired up.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imaginations. From Montana to Savannah, from Texarkana to Alabama, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide sensation by the grace of God. This is the time for this entire capacity crowd in Montgomery, Alabama to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Bananas. At catcher number 3, Eric Jones. Number 24, Dakota D-Mac McFadden. At first base, number 7, Michael Vitamin D. In center field, number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. Third baseman, number 8, our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. In left field, number 18, Danny Hosley. Shortstop, number 6, Ryan Cox. At second base, numero uno, Bill Leroy. In right field, number 9, Noah Bridges. And the DH, number 10, Alex Ziegler. On the mound for your Bananas, Mr. Electric, Christian Dearman. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum and Adam Byrant. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your caps. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Dynasty.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dynasty.
of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by Zappos. Christian Dearman chomping at the bit, ready to rumble. But first, of course, we've got a kick line, because it wouldn't be a Banana Ball game without the Nanners and the Party Animals doing their best Rockettes impersonation. Time to rumble. In the capital of the Cotton State, we are live from Riverwalk Stadium here in Montgomery, Alabama, at the corners of Coosa and Tallapoosa, right on the edge of the Gun Island Chute in the Alabama River. The Party Animals 8-5-1, the Bananas 5-8-1. They've dropped 2 in a row to their arch rivals and turned to Christian Dearman, Mr. Electric, the 5-year nanner on the bump, to try and right the ship. Kyle Lewis about to try and throw me a faux ball. Oh my gosh, it curves a little bit and it ends up right next to Clayton Franklin, our high-hope cameraman. I appreciate you, Kyle. We'll hear from him on the broadcast a little later on tonight. He's gonna let the other balls he's got in his hands be souvenirs for fans. You take a look at the numbers for Christian Dearman, averaging just a smidge above 4 minutes per inning across his 26 frames tossed so far on the tour, which is second most to Cowboy Kyle, who we just had that unique interaction with.
In Banana Land, the only way we can start. So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed, Mr. Jesse Cole. Clayton, thank you for the yellow bouncy ball. Nice little stress reliever squeezing this puppy. Finally got one of my own. Reese Hampton, the switch-hitting extra hitter, gets the half night off. And in the leadoff spot, as he has been for the vast majority of the tour. You take a look at his numbers, they are excellent. 4th best on base percentage, 5th best batting average on the season thus far. And the dominance of the Party Animals, which I spoke of early on in the pregame show, mostly involves their hitting, although their pitching has been a step above the Nanners as well. That kind of goes hand in hand when you've played 15 of the 16 games against each other, as Hampton chops it up the middle, and Ryan Cox doesn't have a play on it. Base knock for the Party Animals extra hitter, coming off a 3-for-4 night and evening ago. He led off last night's ball game with a line drive single to right. He's got great speed. 6 for 7 on the tour in stolen base attempts. And now Dalton Cornett. We'll hear about his prolific season at the plate a little later on tonight, thanks to Josh Talevsky, our Bananalytics statistical savant. We also have a former Cy Young Award winner who is slotted to join us in the broadcast booth and then pitch in the game a little later on. Quick 3-0 count to the Animals' designated hitter. We hit 10 in Banana Ball, so you get an EH and a DH. The DH works just like it does in Major League Baseball. If you put that guy in the field, you lose your DH for the rest of the game, and your pitchers have to hit. That one bounced to second. Leroy to Cox. He tags Reese Hampton. Athletic play by the glove magician. Everyone's okay. Bill Leroy making his second start of the tour at second base, normally behind the dish. And Coxey able to save him there. It's going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice. Bananas take the trade on the base paths. Cornett 0-for-1 in his stolen base attempts on the tour. Now the home run derby winner, the reason why the Party Animals are the away team, Jake Skoll. Tied with Eric Jones of the Bananas for the tour lead in homers, as Dearman does the old stop and start on the bump. No balks in Banana Ball, so you get a lot of leeway. We have our limitations. It's kind of you know one when you see one when it comes to any kind of hidden ball trickery. Count 3-1 on the Party Animals center fielder. leading the tour in batting average, on-base percentage, OPS, the home runs, as I mentioned, RBIs, and he's tied with Cornette over on first base in sprints. Now he takes a lead. That's his 12th sprint of the tour. DC3 on his horse, but he's going to get a stop sign from Sean Fluke, his third base coach, as Skoll barely beats the Rap at second base. Remember, in Banana Ball, instead of just walking to first when ball 4 is fired, all 7 position players behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. Skoll has made it to second base on all 12 of his tour-leading sprints. That one tapped towards third. Jackson Olsen tries to flip it to EJ at the dish, and it's going to be a 2-run error. Swinging bunt from Bryson Bloomer. He'll pick up 1 RBI on the play. The second run unearned for Christian Dearman. I appreciate what the great 8 was trying to do on the play, but he sails it wide of Jones. And the Party Animals, who scored 3, check that, 2 in the first last night, they've already put 2 across in the first again tonight. That's why they wanted to hit first when Skoll won the home run derby. Bloomer's got great wheels, tied with Tanner Tinder Thomas, who's in the box for the stolen base lead for the Party Animals. 8 bags swiped apiece. Bloomer's only been tagged out, trying to steal bases twice. He reaches on the fielder's choice. Tinder Thomas behind 1 and 2 to his roommate from a year ago. Check that. He thought he fouled it off. And Vincent Chapman says he whiffed on it. Dearman's been awful good against Tanner in the box this year after Tanner dominated him at the plate and in all the pregame ceremonies. You can go back through the Bananas YouTube page to get the anthology of Tanner just dominating Christian in every competition they participate in. Wild pitch. Now Bloomer up to second base. Breland Almadova shows bunt. He'll swing. If he kept the bunt up there and laid one down, he'd be ejected from the game. And the Party Animals don't have any subs tonight. Jackson Olsen, 360, sails the throw into the stands. Hope everybody's okay over there. Looks like everyone's fine. A souvenir for the fans as Bloomer touches home plate. And that is 3 runs for the Party Animals here in the top of the first. Cornette, Skoll, and now Bloomer have scored. Breland reaches on the E5. Jackson's second error of the inning, only his 4th error of the tour. He's doubled his error total in his 2 opportunities tonight. Hot shot towards the stands, not caught by a fan. Last year in Montgomery, it was the first ever foul ball caught by a fan outside of Grayson Stadium. Slider just a bit inside to Chase Acup, who was 4 for 5 last night. Shortstop heating up. You took a look at his stats, the 279 batting average. That went up 68 points from what it was before last night's game. Fooled on the breaking ball. DR Meadows underneath it in center field, and he will make the play. Nearly 7 minutes in the top of the first. Not good for Mr. Electric's MPI. Not his fault. A couple errors behind him in the field. He strands Breland on second base. And the Bananas, who are 3 games behind the Party Animals on the tour, are down 3 runs here in the first inning. The fans are peppered with t-shirts. Not much gets the Bananiacs more fired up than a little free merch. And I completely understand. In the chat, George Washington says Monkey Men gonna win. So far, besides for the 1 tie, they've won 8 out of the 13 games where a win or loss was possible between the Nanners and Party Animals. Jennifer says, so ready for the Bananas to come home. I hear you there. We'll be back in Savannah after visiting Peoria, and Scottsdale, Arizona next weekend. You take a look at Brandon Sherman's numbers on the mound. They are not what he would like. He's been really hit or miss. If he's got his great stuff, he's been tough to barrel. But control's been his issue thus far. The pride of Long Island, New York, averaging a little over 4.5 minutes per inning pitched. And you see he's given up one more earned run than innings he's tossed on the tour. A lot of that due to just a couple bombs of starts. As Eric Jones, first pitch swinging, and the Nanners are halfway to bringing the innings-tying run to the dish. Big turn, he's gonna stay at first base. EJ, the former Minnesota Twins and Seattle Mariners product, has been the best hitter for the Bananas thus far, leading the team in batting average, on base, and OPS. An incredible 362, 436, 1,075 slash line. Dakota McFadden getting the spot start for Dan Oberst, who is okay. He's just getting a night's rest, little under the weather. And when you've got an excellent bat like D-Mac ready to rumble, he steps into the extra hitter role. McFadden on his third tour. All three of them he's played for the Bananas. He was the first man selected back on February 25th, 2021 in the tryout for the One City World Tour. It was him and then Sam Claycamp, who's a player coach for the Party Animals, suiting up at first base for the boys in black and pink tonight, currently holding Eric Jones on, who has not attempted to steal on the tour. D-Mac's been swinging a hot bat as of late. Comes in hitting .321. Check on EJ, who's back easily. McFadden, 8th best on the tour in batting average. 4th best on the Bananas. High fly ball deep down the right field line, curving foul. A fan could make a play on it, and they do! A young kid retires Dakota McFadden. An excellent catch over there on the berm. And Tanner Thomas brings him out onto the field. That's why you bring your glove to a Bananas game. He's wearing a Bananas jersey, but more than happy to be celebrating with the Party Animals right now. 4th foul ball caught for an out on the tour. And the second one ever in our trips to Montgomery. This is now game 4 here in Alabama's capital. Michael D back up the middle. Scoots it through Acuff and Baber, who were shading him to pull. And Vitamin D, just like D-Mac in his 3rd tour for the Bananas, has been excellent with the Lumbers. .326 batting average, 7th best. One spot ahead of Dakota McFadden. Now DR Meadows represents the inning-tying run. Couple singles and a foul ball caught by a fan. Congratulations to that kid. What a snag. Running on an incline in foul territory made it look a lot easier than it was. Nice snag by Danny Hosley, jumping out of the Bananas dugout. Throws the ball into the stands. David Meadows, the center fielder, leads the Bananas with his 6 walk-offs on the tour. Can't add to it right here, but he can keep the merry-go-round going. Lines it down the right field line, foul. Another nice snag by a fan, but that one on a hop. DR, the pride of Vidalia, Georgia, the sweet onion capital of the world. Jones leads off second, D-ball first. 0-2 pitch from the crafty lefty, Brandon Sherman. And he fires it low. Sherman spent a couple years at Nassau Community College. 2 years with the Long Island Ducks in the Atlantic League, top independent professional league in the country. And then Bananas coach Adam Virant found him pitching in the Zaria League in Brooklyn, New York. That one lined into right center. Cutting over, Tanner Thomas diving catch. And he'll throw it back to second. He could have had a triple play. Chase Acuff will tag deep for good measure. Excellent snag by Tinder Thomas. He prevents the cascading rally for the Nanners. Party Animals win the first inning 3-zip. They've got 1 point on the board. And we'll throw it down to Jessie Cole. It's time to see if this young girl will pick her mom or her dad when faced with the choice.
This is where it gets a little interesting. So we are going to give Margot the choice on whether she's going to go to her mom or she's going to go to her dad. But whoever she goes to, that parent gets to pie the other parent in the face. So Margot, it comes down to you. Parents, go. Where is she gonna go? What's his mom? Wait, oh. And the mom is now undefeated and pick the parent. Oh, this is going hard. Oh, with authority. Amazing. Margot, great decision. Dad, you're gonna have to work harder next time.
Oh, that is good fun. Not surprising that the moms are undefeated. Third time we've done it on the tour, maybe fourth. That's a statistic I haven't been tracking. That one just firing it off the top of the dome. Either way, the moms don't lose. What a snag there from Bill Leroy behind the back on the throwdown. Never a dull moment in Banana Land, especially when you've got a guy like Mike Vivacis sauntering up to the dish with more pizzazz and more style than anyone I've ever seen this side of the Mississippi. Christian Dearman reciprocates with some wobbly knees on the bump. The Party Animals player coach, Vava, in his third tour with the Party Animals. A couple of years at Pasco Hernando State Community College, 2 more at Eckerd. He's got a lot of pop. Fan tries to make a jumping catch, ends up in the lap of another fan, and comes up empty on the snag attempt. And one loop to center, DR breaking in, makes the call, and the sliding catch. The doctor is in, tons of style. And now a wild, wild west showdown with Housley in left and Bill Leroy out from second base. Slap a star next to that one in your book. Meadows has made the last 2 outs for the Bananas. And now Sam Claycamp, another player coach for the Party Animals. With Jason Swan down for a couple weeks with an injury, he's plugged and he's feeling it. Oh, he's gonna forward roll and put a pretty hard 90. I'd say maybe he got up to 83% speed. Slammin' Sammy, as I mentioned when Dakota McFadden was up in the bottom of the first, Claycamp was the second player picked in the inaugural Bananas squad back for the One City World Tour. It's been a Party Animal for the last 2 tours. And Dearman misses the outside corner with the soft stuff to Dustin Baber. And he'll check on Slammin' Sammy, who's 1 for 1 in his stolen base attempts on the tour thus far. Dearman has a kitchen sink of an arsenal. Fastball, sinker, slider, splitter. Work a change in there as well. Dustin Baber 3 for 3 last night. Swinging a hot bat. Chance for a fan to make a snag. And they're unsuccessful in their attempt. The Party Animals, 3 runs in the first. They lead the game 1 point to zip. Dearman with the hesitation pitch. Misses the inside corner. Now a payoff to the Party Animals second baseman and 10-hitter. Line back up the middle. DR Meadows there to make the snag. Baber with another quality at bat. Nothing to show for it. And with 2 outs now, here in the top of the second, we are blessed to be joined on the broadcast by Cy Young Award winner, 2-time World Series champion, former Savannah Banana who might reprise that role tonight, Jake Peavy.
How are you, pal?
Oh.
Great to be here, my friend.
So much better now that you've joined me in the booth. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, man.
I can't tell you how fun it is to be in Banana Land, my friend.
Clay Camp on first with the old HBP. We're back to the top of the order. Reese Hampton, a single and a run scored his first time up. And a 3-0 count. Early on here, Jake, in your return to Banana Land. Now, first off, did you come from Mobile?
I came in from New York City by way of Mobile just for a quick second.
I love it. Michael Deeb in foul territory makes the snag, and that will do it for the Animals here in the top of the second. And Christian Dearman holds serve. Jake, I'll have you come back here because we'll pop in the booth, and we've got the tightest camera in the entire state of Alabama up here. Jake Peavy, the legend. So one inning in your Bananas career. It was in legendary Rickwood Field last year. Couple runs, both were unearned. Defense was a little shoddy behind you. Are you prepared to be back out on the mound tonight?
I am. Look, well, I don't know prepared's the right word. I'm excited. I haven't had a chance. My world's running a lot of different ways. Pitching and throwing off a mound hadn't been a top priority. Raising kids, MLB Network, some other stuff has had my time. I'm going to go out there and compete, though, tonight, and we'll see what we can do.
I love it. That's why I wagered you were coming from New York City. I mean, a little hop, skip, and a jump from Secaucus. Can you walk me through this new step in your career? Because I've got to catch a decent amount of MLB Network. You've been superb on MLB tonight.
Thank you.
How's this experience been for you?
The experience has been great. It's obviously when any athlete transitions out of the game, you miss a huge part of what was your life before. And even though retirement's great, it's been great getting back in the game, finding my way behind the desk. I don't know much about the media side of things, but I just want to be truthful. I love the game of baseball. I want to grow it. I want to get kids excited about it, and it's been a great spot.
Well, it is so cool. We're so lucky to have you at my former home over there in Secaucus, New Jersey. Now, Jake, as we get back to the game, Brandon Sherman trying to protect a scoreless second inning. He's going to just try and hold serve. Jackson Olsen leading off against him and bouncing it to Dustin Baber, who loses it on the lip of the grass. That is a rare E4 from Baber, only his fourth of the tour. And the inning-winning run on first base, an instant pinch runner. Flash the kid, Malachi Mitchell gets out there. What are your thoughts thus far, an inning and a half into tonight's ball game, Jake?
Well, every year I was a part, of the first ever One City World Tour to Mobile.
Right.
Watching the Banana Ball grow and get better and better. Entertainment value keeps getting better and better. The players on the field, if you see, both teams, outstanding athletes.
You're spot on, and I think what proves it more than anything so far on this year's tour is this is our 16th game. We've gotten 9 innings in all 15 of the games thus far.
That's impressive, and you're seeing that, the crowd loves it. Crowd participation, energy, plays, want balls in action, and this is as action-packed as it gets.
Danny Hosley with an 0-1 count. He got the royal walk up to home plate. The Banana Band exits stage right. That one tapped to third, could be 2. Bloomer to second. Baber to first. Not in time. The ball ends up skipping to the wall behind first base anyhow. So Hosley will replace Flash the Kid over at first base, and 1 down. Ryan Cox will try his luck. Shortstop for the Nanners. Swinging a hot bat as of late. Batting average up to 286. 348 on base percentage. Danny has to break back to first. Good pickoff move there from the Shermanator. Hosley 2 for 3 in his stolen base attempts thus far. Full capacity crowd here in Riverwalk Stadium. YMCAing with Coxie. And another check on Hosley, who's back easily. Can't tell you how good it feels to be back in your home state. I mean, the energy from the good folks of Alabama is tough to compare to anywhere else. As Hosley takes off for second, head first slide. He's in there just ahead of the tag, according to Randy Buss.
Yeah, Alabama, no different than the rest of the world, is falling in love with the Banana Nation. And, like I said, this is near and dear to my heart because Mobile hosted the first ever time Savannah took this show on the road. A lot of people from my hometown made this trek up here to Montgomery. Also going to be later in the year in Birmingham. You mentioned Rickwood Field, as old of a ballpark as we have.
Yeah.
Just a special, special time. And look, like you said, watching the capacity crowds get into it.
That's a shot to left.
Get over his head.
Breland Almadova is going to be able to snag it for out number 2.
Yeah, no, but just like you said, baseball is so much fun. We're coming off the World Baseball Classic. All these baseball fans feeling the energy that was there. Banana Nation and Banana Land has this energy thing and the fun thing down. I love being a part anytime I get. Look at Bill Leroy. Give it out of here. If you don't like that, you can't get into that prior to your at-bat. I don't know what you're missing.
I'm still waiting.
Need a base hit.
I know. Well, that's a fact. And Bill is as good at making contact as anyone in Banana Land. Only 2 strikeouts across 15 games played.
This is where, you know, young kids can learn from growing the game. Right now, like you said, make contact, put the ball in play. All you need is a base hit. You win this inning, tie the ball game up.
And an identical batting average and on-base percentage to Ryan Cox before him. That one tapped foul in the box. The 6-year Banana, 4 collegiately, now is in his 2nd round as a pro. Trying to bring in Danny Hosley from second base. Incredible arms in all 3 spots in the outfield for the Party Animals. Almadova, Skoll, and Thomas, left to right. And Hosley is going to have to stay put as Vava scampers after the ball deflecting off his glove. Bill, the second baseman tonight after catching last night. So far, 1 walk-off on the tour. And Brandon Sherman, 1 bad one away from ending the inning in 1 fell swoop. That's why Banana Ball is a hitter's game, because there's not an open base right now.
Absolutely. Should get a good pitch to hit right here if you're Bill.
3-1 from Sherm. It was a good pitch to hit. And now the count will run full. Noah Bridges waits on deck. The only way he gets up to home plate, I would wager, an infield single or a hit by pitch.
I tell you what, if I were Noah, I'd play with my shirt off the entire game if I looked like that, pal.
Bill chops it to second. Dustin Baber gets lackadaisical with it. Danny Hosley scores. We're tied at a point apiece.
That's what we needed, some good fortune. That's what happened in the first inning. Some miscues on our behalf. There you watch. You got to make the routine play. Good for the Bananas right there. Tie this game and let's get rolling.
I would wager Dustin Baber, who was a junior college gold glover at Daytona State, was thinking about the possible trick play, of which on the tour, he is a fantastic 9 of 9, second most on the Party Animals. But he ends up making his 5th error on the season, 2nd of the night. And Bill Leroy, doesn't matter if it's a walk-off. He's the guy who put the ball in play, as you mentioned, the important part. He gets his 2nd walk-off on the tour. We'll be back with Jake Peavy in the booth after Maceo and the boys boogie. Here as we go to the 3rd inning. Maceo Harrison and his dancers out there, DJ the Invader, Jared Donaldson, Malachi Mitchell, Jake Lialios, Brett Helton, and Tucker Perry. All fantastic, as per usual. We've got a 1-1 game here in the 3rd inning. Pico Scala with Jake Peavy in the booth. Christian Dearman, Mr. Electric. Had nearly a 7-minute first inning. Much more efficient in the 2nd, but he's got the meat of this Party Animals lineup. Cornett, Skoll, and Bloomer due to swing it. And there's really no rest when it comes to navigating this Party Animals lineup, but this is where it's as tough as ever. DC3 reached on a fielder's choice and came around to score in the first. This is the guy with the 3rd best batting average, 2nd best on base percentage of the tour, nearly getting on base every other time up to the plate. Bill Leroy circles it, flips to first, 1 down.
Got away, Bill. Nice play there. Christian Dearman, I love how fast he works, low 3/4, and when he throws the ball across the plate like that, you see ground ball after ground ball with that good sinker.
Yeah, Dearman is a funky delivery kind of guy. He can barely touch 90 with the fastball, but it's all about location, mixing speeds, mixing movements. Now he's going to bring his shortstop, second baseman, and center fielders in because it is time to boogie. We're going to have one of these from you tonight, Jake?
Nico, I don't have anything planned, but I may just get lost in the moment. I tell you this, in signing autographs and spending time with the family and the friends before a game, the kids, when I asked most all kids who I saw today, what are you most excited about? They were excited about baseball. They were excited about those dances.
Oh, young fan almost made an incredible catch leading over the wall. And that brings me to my next point. How about the catch down the right field line tonight?
Incredible. I don't know a better rule. And again, we talk about what these fans were excited about. I promise you, 90% of fans here tonight have their glove on them, hoping to be the one to make that catch. But great play.
It is my favorite rule of the night.
Absolutely.
As fans first as they come. Jake Skoll ahead 3-1. Party Animals center fielder, a 2-base sprint and a run scored tonight. And he fouls it right over our heads. It is my dream to one day get an opportunity to actually make a play in the booth. It's nothing better that could happen to me as Skoll goes down swinging. And Dearman turns his catcher and Vincent Chapman, the home plate umpire, into bowling pins?
I'm not sure. I love it, though.
Question mark? Maybe it was like a Kamehameha on Dragon Ball Z. I don't know what happened. It's Mr. Electric's first K of the night.
Going back and made 2 really good pitches right there to Jake Skoll after being behind in the count.
And that is a former 15th overall pick in the MLB draft back in 2010. 7 years in minor league baseball. Even with the K, he still has more sprints than strikeouts on the tour. I feel like you deserve a medal when you set him down striking out. As same thing goes for Bryson Bloomer.
Well, you see there, and it's something I don't want to get lost, Biko. These guys are really, really good athletes, all mostly professionally trained athletes. I worked out. I've been here since 2 o'clock today. It's fun watching the athleticism that these guys do and trying to work on trick plays. A lot of fun. Don't get in the fun lost if these guys are really good.
Tanner Thomas down the right field line. See you later. 2-run shot. His 3rd of the tour. Party Animals lead the 3rd inning 2-zip.
It's just what we talked about, Miko. These are really, really good players. You hang a little breaking pitch. You don't get it back. Hit it to the people.
Tanner Tinder Thomas poses for a new profile pick at 3rd. He had his first home run as a Party Animal last year here in Montgomery. Now he is 1 shy of Jake Skoll and Eric Jones for the tour high. And I was going to mention, when you were talking about the athletes here, Bryson Bloomer last night went dead center about 440 feet. There are guys who can really drive the ball here, and Tanner Thomas spoils my thought. And Breland Almodovar, guy who spent 4 years in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. This is his 11th year as a pro. Rides his bat to first base. He is the singles king. It's his 16th hit of the tour, all of them one-baggers.
I tell you what, look, he's giving that slash. We know that Bunting sucks in Banana Land, but him faking it, good back control right there. Good slider right there.
And I feel like every time I mention that, it has to go on the record. He's hit 2 balls off the wall where he basically trotted / skipped to first base and then javelined his bat into right field. Chose to take a single for some entertainment.
Hey!
Another ball caught by a fan! 2 within the first 2.5 innings. And that was a line drive off of Chase Acuff's bat. And it's another kid.
Look at this. Getting the Bananas out of a tough inning as well.
As clutch a play as they come. Congratulations to that youngster. What a snag. That thing had some chutzpah on it.
What's better, you have a fan for life. This kid just caught a ball out of the right field stands and is now in the Bananas dugout high-fiving the players. If you can't fall in love with that as a baseball fan, you can't.
Oh, it fires me up. And now we have one of my favorite promotions. This is the 4th time we've done it on the tour, which also means it's the 4th time we've done it all time. It's Beat the Flash. This cat is off, and now Malachi Mitchell, as soon as our guy touches first base, is off to the races. And I would wager he's going to catch our contestant.
He's going to catch him at third base.
This is, I appreciate this guy trying his best, but that was the worst performance.
Oh, no!
A tumble at home plate. Backhand spring from Flash the Kid, and another victim for the fastest man in Banana Ball.
Let's give a big round of applause to the 12-year-old Sean who caught the foul ball to get out of the inning. What a play!
Shout out Sean.
Absolutely, Sean, what a night.
He keeps the damage to just 2 runs for the Party Animals in the top of the 3rd. Manners will need 2 to tie it, 3 to win the inning. Currently a game locked at 1 point each. It is 9, 10, and 1 in the Bananas lineup. Noah Bridges, the guy you mentioned earlier, should be playing with his jersey off. Showed off what he's working with during our weigh-in before the game, opposing Jake Lialios, who, talk about a guy who should play with his shirt off. That's my roommate here in Montgomery. They make those boys out in Tucson, Arizona a little differently. Bridges, the pride of Four Oaks, North Carolina. Tapper to second is a tough play. Yeah, he beats Brandon Sherman to the bag. They never had a chance.
Could really run. Good start to get these 2 runs back.
Just like that. The inning tying run coming up to home plate.
For the Savannah Bananas, he is the only Savannah Banana with his very own Fortnite emote, our bat trickster, the one and only Alex Ziegler.
Well, breaking news to me that Ziggy has his own Fortnite emote. I did know he's north of 600,000 followers on TikTok. And he brings up the largest bat in the history of America's pastime, and he bounces one to third. Bloomer to second for 1, Baber to first, not in time. I can't believe he just put that ball in play.
I tell you what, again, pure athleticism. Ziggy's one of my oldest friends here in Banana World. Watching him with his bat tricks and watching what it takes to put that ball in play with that bat, truly remarkable.
He had used it once in his career. Understandably, he had struck out swinging. Wastes no time here, barreling it to third. He replaces Bridges on first base, which is a trade the Party Animals will take. I know we call Malachi Mitchell the fastest guy in Banana Land. Noah Bridges is right up there with him. But to the top of the order we go. Eric Jones tied with Jake Skoll for the tour lead in homers. High fly ball to left. A little too much launch angle. Breland Almodovar tries to catch it behind his back. Comes up empty. It's going to be a missed trick play as the ball trickles into first. And now the inning tying run at first base. The winning run coming up to the plate in Dakota McFadden.
Possible home run derby redemption right here for Dakota. 1 homer right here gets those 3 that he lost by back, plus some.
Put 3 out in the derby before the game, lost to Jake Skoll, got doubled up. Quickly behind 0-1. He's taken Brandon Sherman deep once already on this tour. That was back in Grayson Stadium. D-Mac with 2 homers thus far on the tour, tied for 4th overall. Ziegler off second, Jones off first. Maceo Harrison channels his inner Miley Cyrus over in the first base coach's box. I'm guessing over your illustrious career in baseball, you never had a first base coach who could move it and groove it like Maceo.
Sure did. Sure did. Been hard for me to focus on the game. Some of these moves are incredible.
He's the best in the biz. Has been in Banana Land since 2018. That ball smoked foul. And a full count on the Bananas extra hitter who popped out to a fan his first time. Brandon Sherman comes set. Payoff is low. Ziggy's gonna score easily from second. Ball around the infield quickly. And the last three guys who have to touch it to get around the outfield. D-Mac into second with a two-base sprint. Picks up a ribeye. And now the inning tying run 90 feet away. The winning run in scoring position right behind him. And that is example number 900,233 of why banana ball is a hitter's sport.
That's right. Look, walks should be penalized. Walks are no fun for us to take in as a fan, and they should penalize you as a pitcher. I love it.
Party Animals have to bring the infield in for Michael Vitamin D. And the count 2-1. Sherm wanted the call, but Vincent Chapman says it missed the outside corner. Deep singled back up the middle his first time. Three Party Animals on the right side of the infield. Same pitch, same call. And Sherman apoplectic on the bump. One bad one away from giving the inning to the Nanners. Same pitch, same call, 3 times in a row. Malachi Mitchell, pinch running for the second time tonight, will score it. Bananas win the third inning 3-2. And it looks like Malachi Mitchell is our newest Banana Land pageant winner.
Malachi Mitchell!
Okay, we'll be back with Jake Peavy in a second. We've got to throw it to the Bananalytics headquarters in Athens. Josh Talevsky, let's talk about our showman of the night an evening ago.
Thank you very much, Biko. It was a thrilling 4-3 Party Animals win last night in Montgomery, and we had to break back out the juice again because Bryson Bloomer was our showman of the night, and we're going to get into the game action here. Bloomer up at the plate in the third against Kyle Lewigs, and Kyle going to get funky on the 3-2-2, and Bloomer's going to dance a little too at the plate, and Kyle's pitch is going to run up and in and brush Bloomer off the plate. But the very next pitch from Kyle, Bloomer is going to hit that Yabo. Dead center and gone off of Kyle Lewigs, Bloomer's second home run of the year, and that was a big fly. Bloomer would also add a triple in the 7th inning and a single in the 9th inning for a 3-for-5 night at the plate. And that's not all. In the 8th inning, Alex Ziegler up at the plate against Brett Helton, and he's going to hit one on the ground to third, and Bloomer's going to get a little tricky with it and complete the throw over to first. It was a great night for Bloomer at the plate, defensively, and by the way, he was mic'd up in our broadcast as well and had a ton of fun with us.
I just hit the farthest ball of my life, hardest ball of my life, dead central. I feel amazing.
Biko, it was an extraordinary night last night. I can't wait to see what's in store in Game 2 tonight. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Josh Talevsky. Biko Scala back here with Jake Peavy, the Cy Young Award winner, the Triple Crown winner. I don't think that's talked about enough. Led the National League in strikeouts, wins, and ERA in 2007.
Fun stuff.
And of course, the World Series champ with the Red Sox in 2013, the Giants in 2014. One of 2 people all time to win a World Series back-to-back with 2 teams in different leagues. And hold on, let's listen to Tyler Gillum. He's calling a unique shift to start the inning here.
Quack, 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 quack.
The Bananas into the flying V. Crow hop from Dearman. Strike! It pays off. I don't know if
Little
Mike,
tribute to the Mighty Ducks there. You got to love it.
spot on. I don't know if Mike Vivacis had a take sign there, but that would have been a pretty glorious time to hit a pop fly into the outfield. 1-1 count on the Party Animals player coach. Flew out to center his first time. Robbed on a diving catch by D.R. Meadows. Now, I don't know if you knew this, Jake, but Dearman on the mound is a guy who tore his latissimus dorsi tendon back in his Tallahassee Community College days, as this could be caught by a fan. And it is!
Yes!
For the third time tonight, a fan has caught a foul ball for an out. And once again, it's a kid. Goodness gravy. They're causing trouble down there in the berm off right field.
That little right field corner's hot, and we got some players down there.
And now we've got a flip cup game going on between Sam Claycamp and Garrett Delano. I would wager to see who gets to hit first. Claycamp is in the order. And he defeats Delano, flips the table, and keeps his spot.
Party animals know how to party, don't they?
That's a fact. They've got the name for a reason. So the reason why I bring up Dearman tearing his latissimus dorsi is because he got a surgery that you were the first man ever to get.
That's correct. In 2011 in Chicago, 2010, I tore my lat completely off the bone.
That one out of play, no chance for a fan to snag it.
Exciting though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but a crazy injury, an injury that had ended Roy Halladay and Tom Gordon, some of these greats' career. And there wasn't a whole lot of, medical stuff around this procedure.
Sure.
As you see, Dearman, look at him, put him down with some high heat, taking a quick little nap, it looks like.
Yeah. It's rare you get a little bit of respite in Banana Land. You gotta seize it when you can.
Well, after you throw that high heater, it takes a lot out of you, you know?
Now Dustin Baber.
But no, it's amazing to have that surgery. Dr. Anthony Romeo worked on me and took a risk. Uh-oh, get up, make a play.
Jackson Olsen across the diamond in time. Woken up rudely from his nap by a bouncer to third. Dearman celebrates with an interception and now a fumble. Eric Jones forces it from Vincent Chapman. And an awful quick inning. Now our fans celebrated down on the field. It's about 11 different things that just happened across the last 2 minutes.
That's what's great about Banana Ball. You have something to watch and look at no matter what's happening. From the time these fans were wrapped around the stadium at 5:30 waiting to get in, there was an hour and a half prior to the game. There was something to see in the best pregame in sports right here. Still continues.
And, of course, we have to thank Dr. Andrews for fixing up Christian Dearman, too. He was only the 5th or 6th person ever to get the surgery. I mean, it is extremely rare. They were pretty sure he wasn't going to be able to come back and pitch ever again after a year of rehab. He was back at Tallahassee Community College, and now he's in his 5th year as a Banana.
Well, that's the news. The news was back in 2010, my career was supposed to be over, as well as a lot of them. When you're going to get hurt if you play baseball. Fight through those injuries, persevere. That character that you find along that journey back is worth every bit of the ride. And when you do get to make it back, Lord willing, you get to have nights like Mr. Dearman's doing on the full Banana Ball tour. Congrats to him, and what a story.
Right, and then you packed in another All-Star of your 3 All-Star appearances and your 2 World Series championships after that.
Well, that's right. If I wouldn't have came back to play, that first year, 2012, I was pitcher of the month in April, and I really knew I was going to be able to do this again. And like you said, so fortunate to keep playing and to be a part of those 2 World Championship teams was something like I got kissed by God on my forehead there.
Now, well, we hey baby here with a full capacity Riverwalk Stadium. Some questions that, you don't get Jake Peavy in the booth every ball game, so I've just got to seize the moment. Just like Dearman taking a nap a half inning ago. Do you still have the duck boat?
I do, of course. That was a beautiful moment. We bought that so my whole family could get on it and enjoy the parade. It's back in Mobile, Alabama. We're developing this block, and it's going to be a piece of a wiffle ball field in the back and commemorate that Boston World Series. Right field is going to have some it looked like Oracle Park did out in San Francisco to commemorate the World Series in the wiffle ball fields.
And did you end up getting a cable car too?
You know what? We did not end up getting a cable car. We had some things fall through and it go wrong being worked on, but we just went ahead and made the right field. A lot like the McCovey-Kovish that San Francisco has out there, because like you said, both towns, amazing sports towns, amazing to be a part of both of them.
Yeah, no, that's, if you could pick a couple cities to win a World Series in, Boston and San Francisco.
Right, if you could pick 4 cities to play in along your career, you would pick San Diego, Chicago, Boston, San Francisco. Those were 4, again, one of those kissed by God things of right man, right spot.
DR Meadows sent down in quick order by Brandon Sherman, who picks up his first strikeout of the night. And now Jackson Olsen, looks like he's trying some of the fine cuisine here in Riverwalk Stadium. Hands it off to the home plate umpire, Vincent Chapman. Olsen reached on an E4 his first time. And a quick 2-0 count on the Bananas third baseman as Mike Vivacis gets in on the food review. Two-one now on the TikTok superstar, north of 1 million followers. Reached that spot just minutes after we finished up our ball game 7 nights ago, right outside of Houston, Texas. He'll take another bite as Sherm gets ready to fire in a 3-1. It's ball 4. Jackson off to the races. Quick around the infield for the Party Animals. Tight play at second base. Breland's tag just a smidge late. And an emphatic safe call as Vincent Chapman races out to deliver what I only imagine could be some kind of hot dog to Jackson Olsen. Now he shares it with the Party Animals.
Sharon is caring.
Baseball, banana ball, both bizarre games. This is the 16th game of the tour. Jackson, 3 nights ago. Dakota McFadden rudely interrupts me with a blast to dead center. It is a 2-run, 4th inning walk-off smash. His 3rd ding dog of the tour. And the Bananas lead 3-1.
Hit it to the people, Dakota. There's that home run derby revenge we're talking about.
By the way, not even Dakota McFadden in the slightest. Danny Hosley. I'm sitting here talking about food reviews, thinking about Jackson Olsen getting his 3rd sprint in as many games when he didn't have any before that. And Danny Hosley with his 1st homer of the tour and his 3rd walk-off.
Look, I made friends with Danny out in left field today during batting practice. Great kid, coming out of the Northeast, and played with Sean Camp, a former Major League pitcher. New coach Firo, and gets here and doing big things in Banana Land.
What a smash from Danny. He has been filling up the extra base hits. A triple, 3 doubles, a home run, only 1 single, a part of his 6 hits on the tour. And it just makes sense that he visits the land of good and plenty. After the Party Animals took the 1st inning, the Bananas win the next 3. We've got a little necking it going on. It is a race between 2 groups of men who have to pass this baseball down the line only using their necks. You ever participated in one of these before?
I have. It looks interesting.
It piques your curiosity. Well, Jake, I can't tell you how thankful we are to have you in the booth. I know that you are probably, I would wager, going to be relieving Christian Dearman in this ball game, and we're getting into the type of the evening where you might be coming out there, so I feel like I probably have to set you free.
Well, look, I can say this. It was an honor being here, buddy. You're a pro. I'm going to go see if I can hold this lead.
Hey, sounds great. Good luck out there, Jake.
Miko, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Banana Land, we love you, pal.
There goes Mr. Peavy. Next time you'll see him, he'll be on the bump. And you understand why he's been hired by MLB Network. He's been absolutely killing it up there in Secaucus, New Jersey over the past year plus. And now, after the first pitch to Reese Hampton here in the top of the 5th, Vincent Chapman calls time, dusts off the plate, and shakes his derriere. Wow. Are you allowed to do that in the state of Alabama? Looks like nobody charging the field to stop him. And the full capacity crowd fired up by those hips that simply refuse to quit. Vincent can move it and groove it like no one else in the world. I truly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I don't think there's another human being on earth who could make me feel what Vincent Chapman makes me feel when he cuts it loose and just lets it eat. 3-1 count now on the Party Animals EH. Single and a pop-up. And now he takes a sprint. Hampton can run like the wind. Bananas with great sprint defense. They get it to second base quickly. Never had a chance in the world at getting Reese Lightning. It's his 9th sprint of the tour. 3 shy of Skoll for the tour lead. 2 behind Dalton Cornett, who steps up to the dish. 0 for 2, a couple ground outs to second, but one was a fielder's choice. He came around to score afterwards. How about Biko? Back-to-back nights with home run calls for the wrong players. First 2 times on the door. Something about Montgomery. Dalton Cornett puts some mustard behind that to dead center. D.R. Meadows, what a fantastic over-the-shoulder snag. Hampton tags to third easily. The doctor covering a whole lot of ground and laying out on the warning track. DC3 tests the limits of Riverwalk Stadium. And that is the 3rd really nice snag of the night for David Meadows. A lot of stars in my scorebook. Bananas are going to bring the left side of the infield in for Jake Skoll. The right side is just going to try and get the out. Pretty unique shift. Tyler Gillum, as advanced an infielding coach as you can find, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. I don't know about the other 3. I can only speak to where my expertise is. That one lifted to left. Danny Hosley under it. Hampton off to the races. The heave home, not even close to it time. Never had a chance. Skoll picks up his tour-leading 18th RBI as Hampton scores his tour-leading 22nd run. The pair of Gastonia Honey Hunters in the Atlantic League last summer. Skoll playing in Gastonia for the last 2. They have been a dynamic duo for the Party Animals. Now Bryson Bloomer. One for 2 on the day. Single and a couple runs scored. Cranks it past the dive of Jackson Olsen and into left. The Boomer rounding first. He's going to have a stand-up double easily as Hosley digs it out of the corner. And you see why the 2021 and 2022 Coastal Plain League champ came into the night hitting .418 with a .458 on base percentage. Good for second best and third best on the tour respectively. Tanner Thomas finds the 4-hole. D.R. Meadows, check that, Noah Bridges fires it home, and Bloomer with the head first slide just in front of the tag from Eric Jones. Tough couple innings for yours truly. I mix up Bridges and Meadows for the 17th time on the tour, and we are blessed to have Breland Almadova mic'd up in the box.
How'd he go?
The styling Hawaiian. How you living, stud?
Slash it. No, God.
I like
the only way I get out.
I like the slash, Breland.
Throw it again.
What's up in here? 1, 2, guys. 1, 2.
Hey, Vico, watch this hit.
I'm ready.
Oh,
Right back to Dearman.
son of a gun.
Hey, good job censoring your thoughts there. Breland, we'll check back in with you in a second. Here's Jesse Cole.
That's what we do best here in Banana Land. So this is a brand new promotion we're gonna do, and we're involving a whole family. So this is the dad and son versus the mom and daughter dance-off. But again, we like to end it in good fashion. So whoever wins based on your applause gets to pie someone else on the other side. So fans, you have to judge who does it best. So first, the dad and son shark. Let's get some music. Let's see what you got. Caleb and Steven. Okay. All right. A little hammer dance. I like it. A little hammer dance. Not bad. All right. All right. All right. Not bad. So now, mommy and daughter, Charlie and Kelly. Let's see what you guys got. Charlie. All right. I like it. Oh, I like it. All right. Next one up. Oh, you see, dad and son. Let's see what you got. All right. All right, that takes some skill. Doesn't look great, but good skill. There's a lot of pointing here with the dad and son. All right. Mommy and daughter, let's see what you got. All right. Here we go. He wants the brother. Oh no, he's shaking his head. Oh! Wow, the flex. This is gonna cause issues at home tonight. Let's hear it for our family right here. Dad and son and mommy daughter dance off.
Really good stuff there as Jesse leaves the field. We bring Breland back in. Listen, I can't tell you, first off, how much I appreciate you slapping a mic on. Can you give us just a little summary of how your night's been so far, buddy?
Well, friendly stout beverage. Tastes pretty good. And right now, we need a couple runs, a couple holds. Come back in this, make it a little more exciting, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Ryan Cox sends it in your direction. Bryson Bloomer, 360 to first. Not in time. Infield single for the Bananas shortstop, who's 1 for 2 on the day now.
Bloomer is a house. That guy is raking.
He's raking. He's playing an excellent third base. He's a pretty solid addition to your squad, huh?
Hey, he's the one holding us up right now. I hope his back ain't sore. Him and Jake Skull, so.
Well, listen.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Yesterday we had the bottom of the lineup pick it up for us, so that was really nice to see. Baber, A-Cuff, everyone at the bottom.
Bill Leroy.
Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Good, Breland.
Little bare hand. Finally made one. Yeah, baby.
That's a nice trick play, my man. You caught that with the bare hand just about as nonchalant as I think was possible.
I missed trick play. Had to get that one back.
Yeah, you are now 4 for 11 on the tour in your trick play attempts, and I think the important part is that
I am definitely the one to try things, but I also need to pick it up because we got Ryan Cox just on trick plays. I think he's like in the 20s now.
He's 20 for 20 as he had a 20-foot lead off first and retreats back. Dylan Porter is your new pitcher, in to relieve Brandon Sherman.
Yeah, this is...
And Noah Bridges at the dish.
One out. We need to...
Bridges with an infield single his first time. 2-2 count.
Hey, but you know the best way to start a day is?
What's that?
The way you stand on a point and chips
That
and
one
fan catch right there.
almost snagged by a fan. Unfortunately, your mic cut in and out, so I still have no idea what the best way to start a day is.
The best way to start a day, you wake up, you get on a pressure point board, stand on that for about 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Oh, I cannot get that.
Nope, out of your play.
But someone's catching that. All right, so pressure point board.
Right.
Then 542 push-ups.
Wow.
Cold shower, make sure it's sub 40 degrees. And then you get breakfast. Any kind of breakfast you want.
You take a thermometer in the shower with you?
Nah, it's just...
One hop to short.
Oh.
Never had a chance at the lightning.
Ginger Ninja took a nice little spill there.
Also known as Derek Ginger.
But no thermometer in that cold shower.
You've got the thermometer in your body.
Yeah, I just know.
Vinny DeRuby is pinch hitting for Alex Ziegler.
As soon as my feet start turning blue, I'm out.
And that's an Eric Burns footboard you're standing on?
Eric Burns footboard. Oh, watch out!
Goodness
God.
gravy.
On it! On it.
We've got no call on the catch, but we do have a souvenir. Looks
We
like
got a souvenir. He's happy.
everybody look okay over there?
Questionable.
Yeah,
Questionable.
All right.
We might want to send some help over there.
that's good to know. Vinny
Oh, I
scoots
think
it
we
in
got
to
that.
right.
Yes, we got that.
Tanner Thomas is there. Breland, we're going to do it again, my dear man. This was so much fun, buddy.
Let's see you out there.
Hey, appreciate
Thank you, Biko. Thank you, fans. We love you guys.
As you exit the field slowly, anything you want to say to the people? Oh, never mind. We've got to send it to Josh Talevsky. Bye, Breland. To the Bananalytics headquarters in Athens. Josh.
Thank you very much, Biko. We had part 1 of Best of the Bananalytics on tour last night. We're going to look at part 2 tonight. And now we're going to focus on the Bananas walk-offs to start. 35 walk-offs for the team so far on the season, and that's a 2.3 average walk-offs per game. Now, this is pretty on par with the numbers from last year, but with the Bananas 5-8-1 against the Party Animals, it's beginning to look like the Bananas are going to need to average closer to 3 per game to right the ship and get back to 500 against this tough Party Animals squad. Now, Dalton Cornett, the Party Animals catcher, has been in the 2-hole for most of the season, and I'll tell you why. He averages 5.5 ball force sprints for every strikeout that he has. Dalton Cornett's ability to get on base for the Party Animals is extraordinary right now, and it's a big part of why the Party Animals batters after him are able to get good pitches, because Cornett really puts up a fight there at the plate. And now finally, Dakota Stilts-All-Britton. He's out there on the mound, and he's out there at the plate, and he's actually leading the tour in the most pitches per plate appearance. He sees almost 5 pitches every time he's up at the plate. And by the way, he's got 1 walk-off on tour, and it came against Heath Bell of the Major League Baseball Players Alumni Association. It's incredible what we've seen Dakota do, both at the plate and on the mound, as he hasn't allowed any runs yet on the season. Biko, that's the best I've got for you in the Bananalytics, and I'll turn it back to you.
The Bananalytics, not just that I want, but I need, like air to breathe. Thank you so much, Josh, once again. We're here for Mr. Talevsky on the broadcast a little later on tonight. A sword for Chase Acuff. Christian Dearman out for his 6th inning of work. Party Animals won the 5th. 2-0. Noah Bridges, diving catch! Superman strikes again! That guy covers a whole lot of ground. Tosses the ball into the stands. And the highlight reel. It's another clip added to it. Take a look at it again. That guy is smooth as silk out in the outfield. Acuff 0 for 3. Couple flyouts, as well as a pop out to a fan. Now Mike Vivacis, 2-0 count on the Party Animals catcher and coach. He's lined out to a fan and flew out to center field. Ryan Cox between the legs across the diamond. What a stretch! Michael Deeb keeps the foot on the bag. I give a 10 out of 10 to the tumble from Vava over on first base. Vitamin Deeb and Vivacis both A-OK. That is the 21st trick play in as many tries for Ryan Cox. And a quick 2 outs for Mr. Electric. Sam Claycamp cues it foul. And Cowboy Kyle Lewis hops onto the broadcast.
Hey, Biko, how are you doing? I'm sorry for a little bit of the hoarse in my voice. I feel like I'm swallowing quarters right now every time I swallow. And I've been yelling all evening. But other than that, I'm so happy to be here next year.
Well, listen, I was starting to get a little nervous, buddy. My night was going to be soiled if you never were able to make it up to the booth. And I can't thank you enough for blessing us with your presence.
Yeah, we had a couple things going on. I needed to give out a special rose to somebody that didn't happen until about 5 minutes ago. We thought it was going to happen in the fourth, but, you know, things happen. You adapt and adjust and kind of go on.
Claycamp, the first baseman, a strikeout and a hit by pitch tonight. Payoff. He gets a sprint. Off to the races. Around the infield, the Bananas go. There's a flub when it gets to Jackson Olsen. And Slammin' Sammy is able to coast into second base. Great ball game we've got going on tonight. 3-2 going into the sixth. We've still got a smidge over 50 minutes to go. You've been having a ball down there, buddy?
Yeah, I've been pretty much free as a bird, as they say. You know, I've had a lot of free time to do a lot of cool stuff, have a lot of cool moments with fans. We're cruising. Dearman's throwing pretty good. We're getting some,
Wow! Claycamp picked off a second. Your roommate for the past 6 years, Bill Leroy, there to slap the tag on.
Yeah, really good flash pick move right there, and good execution by Dearman. Yeah, we had some offense that I was happy to see. Danny Hosley leaving the building. I've been waiting to see that for 14-plus games now, so that was really awesome. And then, you know, guys having timely hitting and some fans making some plays.
You want to hear something absolutely devastating as we get an umpire dance-off going on here?
I don't really like devastating things, but hit me.
First time in Bananas history, we have a contestant from the stands trying to defeat Vincent in a dance-off, which really means you just got to twerk better than him. I called the Danny Hosley home run as a Dakota McFadden home run. I got sped up. They look very similar down there. I was chatting with Jake Peavy. I was bringing up a really cool fact about how Jackson Olsen had no sprints, and then over the last 3 games, he's gotten a sprint each game. And all of a sudden, the ball's leaving the park. I felt like it looked like D-Mac. Really bad.
Sometimes the game speeds up on you, but I do have to respectfully say that Dakota McFadden looks nothing like Hosley.
Well, they're both tall.
Yeah, but D-Mac's got like 40 pounds on Hosley.
They're both righties.
Those are the 2 things that they have going for them, I think.
You take a look at them from our vantage point. We have D-Mac due up second this inning, and Hosley due up 6th. See what you think.
I've seen both of them in the same room multiple times.
Yeah, me too.
If that's going to be your argument.
I had breakfast with Danny this morning.
Well, was D-Mac there?
No. So
conspiracy lives on.
Maybe I've never seen them in the same room. It's also the thing where they're both the extra base hit kings. They both only have 1 single on the tour. Hosley, 5 out of his 6 hits for extra bases. D-Mac, check my math. He's got 2 singles because of yesterday. But carry the 1.
Dot the I.
across the river.
Jump over the porcupine, and you get
2 home runs, 5 doubles.
for a grand total of
7 of his 9 hits are extra bases. Took me a while, but I got there eventually. Top of the order for the Nanners, Dylan Porter out for his 2nd inning of work. Eric Jones, the aforementioned D-Mac, and then Michael Vitamin Deeb all due to swing it. Bananas need 1 run to walk the inning off. Eric Jones has a pair of inning walk-off homers, both solo shots. And put his 4th long ball into the record books last night, tied with Jake Skoll for the tour lead. Porter gave up a single, but was able to work around it an inning ago. Now has to compose himself. He has a 3-1 pitch coming to your team's most dangerous hitter thus far on the tour.
besides myself, of course.
Right, you just haven't gotten the opportunity. That's a sprint. Jones off to the races. Party Animals get it around the infield. 2 outfielders to go, not in time to get Eric Jones, who has his team leading 7th sprint of the season.
And that'll bring Danny Hosley to the plate.
Very funny.
Scratch.
Really hilarious. Yeah, Dakota McFadden does look a lot beefier in the box than Hosley.
I mean, he's got some thick thighs. These things save lives.
Tree
Nothing
trunks.
against Hosley, but his bones aren't quite as thick as D-Mac.
No, it's just a fact. Malachi Mitchell pinch runs for the 3rd time tonight. Remember, in Banana Ball, you can pinch run or pinch hit 1 time through the order. D-Mac serves it down the right field line. That ball foul by inches. It was flirting.
Yeah, what do you got there?
With what would have been his 4th walk-off of the tour.
Landed right in front of probably the most beautiful advertising I've ever seen at a baseball stadium.
Yeah.
The 333 down the line, and then dash 3333 to call for an injury consultant.
Do you think we should call the number?
I wonder how good they are. Do
All
they
right.
answer Saturday nights at 8:20?
Malachi takes off for 3rd. Throw from Vava, not in time. Flash the Kid gets his tour leading 13th steal in 15 attempts.
He's got to pick it up if he wants to get to 100.
Right, our dream is he has at least a steal a game, and there's 87 games scheduled across the 33-city, 20-state tour. He's going to really have to pick up the pace as D-Mac through the left side. Malachi scores. Bananas walk off the 6th and double up the Party Animals 4-2. Second walk-off in as many nights for the 3rd year Banana Dakota McFadden. We'll throw it down to Shark quickly here between innings.
Fans, please join the Bananas in honoring the serve this great nation as we salute our hometown heroes of the night. The Savannah Bananas thank you for your service and commitment to our great country and for protecting our freedom.
Pico Scala and Kyle Lewigs in the booth. We send that message from Shark to everybody watching on YouTube. So happy to have you here for the 16th game of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our good friends at Zappos. We're in the booth. Pico Scala, surprisingly, even though Kyle looks like he's about a foot taller than me.
We're actually the same height.
Yeah, he's 6'4". I'm like 6'3" and 3/4.
Well, I get 3 inches from the hat, the way that it's sitting on my head.
That's the problem.
That's where it all comes from. While we're in here, while we have a quick break, I know that it's getting a little repetitive at this point, but have you made any progress with the cloning machine? Because the way that Danny's been playing lately, I need it like I need oxygen to breathe.
It was only a matter of time for some of his balls in play to avoid gloves. A lot of quality at bats for Danny. I know that it becomes more important every day, but I still have not figured anything out.
Is funding the issue, or?
Yeah, funding.
Okay.
We need funding.
Okay.
Venmo
Go
me
fund me.
Vico-Scala. That one slashed right back up the middle. Dustin Baber wastes no time. Well, Christian Dearman out for his 7th inning of work tonight. Talk about a guy who is heating up. Baber 3 for 3 last night, now 1 for 3 tonight. Line out victim. Also had a sharp ground out to third so far this evening.
We've got some nonsense in the YouTube chat going on right now. Director of Entertainment, Zach Frangelo, said Kyle needs to hit the gym, but he can't even come to work. Aren't you supposed to be at a wedding right now?
Yeah. How about you give it up for marriage?
And just, or come to work, one of the two.
For once in your life, Zach. This guy's in between, at a wedding, watching the game. Listen, obviously we appreciate you watching the game more than words can even do justice, Frangelica. To the top of the order we go. Reese Hampton with a 3-1 count on him. 1 for 2, a 2-base sprint. A run scored, skies that to shallow right. William Billiam the 4th, Leroy.
You forgot Bilius. And Bryant. Bryant, his actual literal middle name.
I got sped up. It all happened so quick. Let me just hold hands with you real quick. You're good, buddy. The king of Dublin, Georgia, the prince of Banana Land. There for out number 1. Dalton Cornett takes the slider outside. Party Animals DH. 0 for 3 on the night with a run scored. The old Hezzy Hay for a Mr. Electric. Carl DeMasi says I have to stop dreaming about being 6'3". Nearly a catch out there in foul territory off the left field line. How about not just the first banana ball game of all time to have 2 fan catches, 3 foul balls caught by fans tonight?
I'm going to say it. I'll go ahead and I'll put it out there right now. We're going to have one more before the night's over.
I like it, and I think the average age of the 3 people who caught the balls is like 9.
Yeah, incredible. We have like 4 kids in our dugout right now that have been there all game.
Towering fly ball to right. Noah Bridges tries to pop it to himself. Ends up popping it behind him. And it's a trick play missed. Noah now 3 for 4 in such attempts on the tour. And 2 men on.
Trying to hold my hand again?
Yeah, any chance I can get. And not the guy you want to give an extra base runner to. Jake Skoll at the dish. Human's done a decent job of limiting the damage. Skoll 0 for 1. A sprint, a sac fly, a run scored, and a strikeout. You had a heck of a battle with him last night.
With his Skoll?
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly the battle I had with DC. I think it was like 12 pitches.
It was 12.
It got to the point where I just asked him what he wanted to hit because I was ready to move on. I was ready, either he was going to get a hit or I was going to get him out, but one way or the other, I was tired of him in the box.
That ball right through the wickets of EJ. Wild pitch from Dearman. Now 2 men in scoring position for the Party Animals. Baber at third. DC3 at second. Who did let the dogs out, Kyle?
I'm not sure. It's a question as old as time.
Popped in the infield. Dearman makes the call. And he'll make the catch.
It's almost the same question as how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I think there was a Geico commercial about that.
Or how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Do you know, Kurt?
Yeah. Scientifically, 1, 2, 3 chomp is the answer from Kurt Kessler, which is the correct answer for anybody keeping track at home.
Got it.
That was a fantastic backhanded pick by Eric Jones. 2-0 count on Bryson Bloomer. Out of the frying pan into the fire. He's 2 for 3. Single, a double, 3 runs scored. For an even 20 on the tour. This is our 16th game. Dearman wanted the call from Vincent Chapman. Did Bryson Bloomer hit the farthest home run you've ever given up in your entire life off you last night?
No.
Sadly.
Unfortunately.
This one shot to right. Bridges back on it there to make the catch for out number 3. Dearman does a heck of a job picking up his defense. Party Animals fail to score for the 2nd inning in a row. And your boys only need 1 run to win their 5th inning of the night here. How about 6.5 innings in the books? And so far, a point has been scored in all 6 innings that we've had thus far.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And while we turn Montgomery yellow one last time for 2023, sadly, 2019, the last game that I pitched for the Bananas in Grayson Stadium, there was a young man that played at Young Harris College in our conference in Peach Belt. It was the last batter I got to face for that summer. Gillum tried to pull me the batter before. When I got him out, I told him, no, I'm too good for that. Please keep me in. So he kept me in. First pitch, very similar home run to the one that I hit. I think it actually hit the lights on top of the pole, though.
Yeah.
And I can't remember his name at all, but his nickname was Moose. And I think he was as strong as a moose. And I think still to this day, that's the furthest home run I've given up.
That all makes sense. Well, listen, I'm sorry that I just made you relive that story with all of America and the rest of the world as well. You take a look at the score on your screen, 4-2 Bananas. They've won the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th innings. If you're keeping track at home, that means the Party Animals won the 1st and the 5th, 3-0 and 2-0.
But that it quite wasn't as bad as last night when I was trying to get Skull out in the 1st inning, and you needed to remind me that he had hit 2 home runs off of me this time.
Yeah, I realized that maybe wasn't the positive reinforcement you needed.
Well, no, I mean, it's reinforcement nonetheless, and I can't complain about that. So
it was a reminder not to throw him a fastball right down the middle.
It's a very good point, and sometimes you need that.
You got to see where we're going next. After this, we will be in Scottsdale, Arizona, right outside of Phoenix. Scottsdale and then Peoria, as Sean Fluke replaces Dylan Porter on the mound. And we have a new umpire on the field, a guest umpire at that. Lathan the Kid.
He fits the bill for about everybody that's caught the foul balls this evening.
Yeah.
See what kind of calls he's got. He's got his face mask on, which is appropriate with Michael Deeb swinging it.
Lathan journeyed from Hammond, Louisiana to come here and do what he does best out in the field. Randy Voss goes from the 1st base line to the 3rd base line. Fluky with 3, 4, and 5 in the order for the Bananas. Michael Deeb had a 2-base sprint that drove in 2 runs, walked off the 3rd inning. That was his 4th walk-off on the tour. Single in his 1st at-bat. Last year's walk-off king with 5 across the 12 games against the Party Animals. He's 2 behind DR Meadows for this year's tour lead. And comes up empty on the changeup. Sean Fluke, the exterminator, is his day job, although he quit that to come touring with us in a heartbeat when asked. That's the slider, nasty pitch. And Michael Vitamin Deeb is retired as Garrett Delano receives the chuck from Baba.
We got an out call down the 1st base line. He's 1 for 1.
Good job, Lathan. The exterminator in his 2nd tour as a Party Animal was a banana. That was his beginning of his Bananas career. Was time in Banana Land, rather. Was playing for the Bananas in the 2021 Breakfast Bowl against the Macon Bacon.
That is correct. What a time the Breakfast Bowl was.
Feels like a fever dream.
I'm not sure it actually happened.
That ball driven out to right center. DR with some oomph to it, but Jake Skull makes it look easy. It's a guy who spent 7 years in minor league baseball. And then 3 more in the SEC playing football.
How about that? And here's the howling screams from Jackson Olsen's fan club behind home plate. As Sean Fluke changes the headgear. Is that a sombrero?
It looks like a sombrero from here. Kyle and I are pretty much flying blind. Our program feed is Looks like it's being filmed on a potato.
It does look like we're underwater.
It's glitchy, and there's about 3 pixels making up the entire screen. Jackson Olsen, the third baseman for the Bananas.
How many things have you recorded on a potato before, Biko?
Actually, most of the content I created in my illustrious high school career was done on potato. You don't find video cameras very often up in Socrates, New York, so you gotta use whatever you can find on the farm. Sean Fluke sheathes his sword, waves goodbye to Jackson Olsen, gets a kiss in response.
Little showman dance. Bryson's gritting off the field. Party animals are hitting their stride.
And here's Jesse Cole.
World Series champion, Cy Young Award winner from the great state of Alabama. Please welcome Jake Peavy.
Well, the Mobile Kid. 15 years in Major League Baseball. Goes from the broadcast booth to the field.
He said he's been practicing religiously for this inning outing and throwing not a baseball since we have played in Birmingham and Rickwood Stadium.
Well, his life has changed a lot since then. He's become an analyst at MLB Network, has been thriving up there in Secaucus, New Jersey. Plus, with his kids, as he told us all on the broadcast earlier, life kind of gets in the way. But he was excellent in the only inning he ever threw. He gave up a couple hits, 2 runs, they were unearned, and picked up a strikeout in the oldest ballpark in the United States, Rickwood Field, wearing his gold glove.
Yeah, it looks like a new glove tonight. It might be blue, it might be azul. Give me turquoise, maybe navy blue. I swear I'm not colorblind. I did learn a new color today.
Really?
Yes. It is another color for red. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It starts with an M.
Tough part of the order to break into here for Peavy.
Quickly head 0-2.
5-6-7, Tanner Thomas, the right fielder. 2 for 3 tonight. A home run and an RBI single. And is able to hang tough. Peavy's repertoire, mostly 4-seam. In his prime was 88 to 92. He was joking with us that he'll be happy if he hits 83 tonight. And he'll mix in a slider, 2-seam fastball, curveball, changeup, and a cutter. A lot of arrows in his proverbial quiver. Check swing from Tanner Tinder Thomas. Did he go? No, says Randy Voss. Peavy, the NL pitching Triple Crown winner in 2007 when he picked up his Cy Young Award. This one popped, looks like out of the stadium. Don't think that his home state fans can help him out.
Have you had one close to you this weekend?
We had one that was probably like, I'm gonna guess, 9 feet away from Peavy and I.
I'm sorry I didn't get that foam ball in here like I was trying to.
I appreciated the effort. Ended up right next to Clayton Franklin, our high home cameraman. Here's the ball, by the way. He gave it to me.
Let's go.
Count runs fall on the Party Animals right fielder. Payoff pitch, cut on and missed. Peavy with a nasty breaking ball. And a great start for his evening.
That's what we like to see. This should be a fun at-bat.
Breland salutes Mr. Peavy. Moldova, the former Gatorade Player of the Year in Hawaii, the pride of Honolulu. Gives Jake strike 1. Breland 4 years in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. This is his 11th year as a pro. Shows bunt and slaps once again, quickly behind 0-2. So far 1 for 3 on the night with his new strategy. Came in hitting .294, a .373 on base percentage. Bounces it to short. Ryan Cox. Boy, he is too smooth. Lathan, the first base umpire, punches
and
him out.
Lathan tosses him.
He ejects Breland Dolmadova. This is a real problem for the Party Animals, who with 2 injured position players have no bench. And Breland continues to pursue the 6-year-old umpire.
On his knees, I might add. He's seeing eye to eye with him.
I appreciate him going down to his level.
JP is calling for his secret weapon, his 2012 MLB Gold Glove.
PV picked up the Gold Glove in 2012, as they mentioned, when he was pitching for the Chicago White Sox. Faces Chase Acuff with 2 down. Jake filling up the zone. Chase barrels it to left center. Danny Hosley on his horse. He's not going to get there. Rolls up against the wall. After going 4 for 5 last night, Chase with his first knock this evening. He was a victim of a line drive foul out to a fan.
Yeah, I just got to say, between Acuff and Baber, they've really been swinging it this weekend in Alabama.
Yeah, last night the duo combined to go carry the 7 for 8 in the 7 and 10 hole in their order.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. About as good as anybody.
Mike Vivacis.
They're making adjustments. We're making adjustments. It's a game of chess.
That's a fact, man. And now you get the Party Animals player coach with a 2-0 count. Fouled out to a fan, fly out, and a ground out. That was your 6th start against them in as many weeks.
It feels like my 40th start.
And it's oh so tough when Baber and Acuff start finding their groove, because I call the first 6 in the order the murderer's row. When it becomes 8 out of the 10 guys swinging it like the 1927 Yankees, things get really tough. That's a 5-pitch sprint for Mike Vivacis. He drives an Acuff.
You know, maybe as they find their groove, you know, maybe the murderer's row will, you know, slip out of their groove, and we'll flip-flop for a little bit.
Well, that's one part of last night that you did extremely well, is you kept Tanner Thomas and Jake Skoll off the base paths.
Yeah.
Got to feel good about that.
Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, there's always a positive takeaway. I had fun.
Garrett Delano pinch hits for Sam Claycamp. He lost the Flip Cup battle with him a couple plate appearances ago.
I got to pitch in the alternate jerseys for the first time, which was cool.
Yeah, that's a, oh my gosh, that's a laser beam is what that is. Clangs off the Bananas and Party Animals video board in left. And Delano will coast into second with a double, no one covering the bag.
My shoulder didn't become dislocated at any point, so I consider that actually a huge win.
You know, I question why the Party Animals don't have Delano swinging a lot more. He's 3 for 6 on the tour with now a double and a homer.
Yeah, I really do wonder that too, but I'm not mad about it, I gotta say.
Now Dustin Baber sends it towards the crowd. Can someone come up clutch? No, bobbled. Jake Peavy trying to keep the damage to just 1 run here in the top of the 8th. Dustin Baber skies it to right. Noah Bridges underneath. And that will do it. After breaking out the Gold Glove, Acuff, Bava, and Delano were able to push a run across, but he does a heck of a job of stranding 2 Party Animals in scoring position. And your teammates just need 1 run to tie the inning, 2 to win it.
And yeah, with that third out, I got to go get mentally and physically ready to shake my tuchus and take my shirt off on top of the jersey for ring dudes. It's been a blast. If you see me shaking my tushy in your general direction, it is 1,000% directed at you.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know that, and I will leave that with you and everybody watching online. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time in Arizona.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kyle Lewis. We appreciate you coming up to the booth. Oh, as the cowboy hat gets stuck in his headset. There we go. Not a clean dismount. As he goes down to participate as a ring dude for the second straight evening. Down on the field, we've got a guy who's trying out to be a ring dude next time we come to Montgomery. A little dancing in the dark action.
Now batting for your Bananas, number 18, Danny Hosley.
Well, just a stupendous job by that guy. The Bananas need 1 run to tie the 8th, 2 to win it. Danny Hosley leads it off. Ryan Cox, Bill Leroy due to swing it after him. And Tucker Perry, the new man on the mound for the Party Animals. Out of the University of South Carolina at Buford. And as Tucker toes the slab, Danny Hosley, sharp 2-hopper to Acuff at short. That's been the story of Danny's tour thus far. He was 1 for 2 on the night with the homer, fielder's choice. Stolen base, couple runs scored. That's a quality at bat, but a hot shot straight to short. And now Ryan Cox, 1 for 2 on the evening, will try his luck against the Sidewinder. Barreled over the leaping attempt of Dustin Baber and into right. We are off and running. With Bill Leroy making his trip up to home plate. Banana second baseman 0 for 2 on the night. Josh Talevsky, our Bananalytics statistical savant, live from our Bananalytics headquarters in Athens. Welcome back to the broadcast, my dear friend.
Thank you very much, Nico. Man, what a game it's been tonight so far. This has been one of my favorite on the tour so far.
Yeah, thus far, with the Bananas leading by 2 points, although they trail the 8th inning by 1 run. The 7th inning, the only time that the Nanners or Party Animals did not secure a point this evening. Cox takes off for second. Hot shot past the dive of Dustin Baber. Ryan has third base easily. And a beautiful hit and run. The throw doesn't get the cutoff man. And Leroy takes second base. With Noah Bridges coming up to the dish. What's your main takeaway from tonight's ball game thus far, Josh?
Biko, we have had literally everything. We've had foul outs to fans. We've seen a couple long balls. We've seen Jake Peavy out there on the mound for the Bananas. I mean, from a fan's perspective, this has been a near perfect game.
Couldn't agree more. Now the Bananas right fielder tries to come up clutch. The inning tying run 90 feet away, the winning run on second base. Chopped towards third, Bloomer fires home. Ryan Cox retreating towards third, caught in a rundown. Acuff chases him down. Now Tucker Perry. Now Bloomer back with the ball. And he will tag out Ryan Cox, who does his job. He stays alive long enough to keep the situation second and third. But now there is 1 out. And what's Vincent Chapman trying to say here?
Fans now coming to bat. Please welcome the tallest player in Banana Ball,
just when you think it can't get any better. Stilts, after getting 2 outs on the bump last night, pinch hits with the inning tying and winning run both in scoring position. Are you not entertained, my dear friend?
It's only getting better. This is a matchup I'm looking forward to, and they're putting Delano on the mound against him, the ace of the tour so far.
That is a power move by the Party Animals. They go away from the Sidewinder. Delano, who started last night for the Party Animals, throwing nothing but off speed, understandably so, was near 100 pitches last night. And now a 2-1 count on Stilts. Delano not happy with the ball call. Count even at 2-2. Line drive into center field. Bill scores the inning's tying run. Not a chance for Noah Bridges to come home from third. How did the Bananas just win that inning? What is happening? Vincent Chapman apparently says that Ryan Cox did score. I'm mind-boggled, but luckily we are blessed to be joined by the man in the yellow tux, Jesse Cole. Jesse, please explain to me how Ryan Cox scored there and how the Bananas just walked that inning off.
Banana ball, the final inning.
What umpire Randy said it was an obstruction. So an obstruction by the Party Animals defender, and that is why they ruled that run scoring before that to tie it, and then Stilts with the walk-off there.
Okay, that makes sense, Jesse. It's kind of the only explanation that could have made sense. All right, Josh just said it best on the broadcast, but tonight kind of feels like it's had everything. How much fun has it been for you this evening?
Wow, I mean, you're 3 fans catching foul balls, absolutely unbelievable. Stilts with just a walk-off. We have a 7-year-old umpire making great calls, Jake Peavy with a gold glove. I mean, this is what Banana Ball is all about, and it's fun to watch.
How much fun has the return to Montgomery been for you? Because now all 4 games have truly been legendary here in Riverwalk Stadium.
You know, when we first came here last year, it was the biggest stadium we ever played at, and we were just looking around, this is huge. And now to see it electric again, obviously the scale has now changed as we're playing all over, but you know, we have definitely a soft spot in our heart for Montgomery. The crowd lined up at 2, 3 o'clock today. It's unbelievable, and players are having the ball right now.
Bananas 3 outs away from a much-needed victory. Danny Hosley's going to try and do it. Jesse Cole, thank you so much again for stopping in and hanging out with us.
I appreciate you, Bigo, and love you.
Love you too, Jesse. There goes the owner of this here club alongside his wife, Emily. The 7th year of the Savannah Bananas. Well, this is really year 8. The 7-year anniversary was back on February 25th. Banana Fest was a raucous celebration, worthy of the cause. And Jesse has been the man with the plan this whole time. What a plan it has been. All 16 games on the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our good friends by Zappos, have been sold out. The 71 games that are coming up after this, well, those will all be the same. Danny Hosley has been the ace in the hole for the Bananas all tour. The 9th inning is more important than any other because every run counts as a point. Party Animals have the top of the order due to swing it. Hampton, Cornett, and Skoll. Danny, a 3-pitch man. Fastball, 12-6 curve, changeup. Comes in with a sparkling 1.93 ERA. The best on the tour thus far, with Garrett Delano across 25 and 2/3 innings with an insane 2.1 ERA. Also incredible. But Hosley across 14 innings, sub-2, the only man dwelling down there, and he gets Hampton on the breaking ball. And Vincent Chapman gritties into the strikeout call. Hampton now 1 for 4 on the day. He was on base 2 out of 5 times. Now Dalton Cornett takes the fastball a smidge up and out. 0 for 4. He has been on base twice thanks to a fielder's choice and a trick play missed. He scored a run as well. Pops it up in the infield. Ryan Cox with the call. Sits down and makes the snag. Dramatics here in the ninth. And the Party Animals down to their final out. Second trick play of the night for Coxie. His 22nd in as many tries on the tour.
Biko, he continues to find new ways to make trick plays out there at shortstop. That's not what I was expecting this season.
No, not at all. That one startled me. He has the first ever trick play registered in Banana Ball history. It was in Columbus, Georgia on last year's tour in Golden Park. Between the legs double play. He has defended the crowd. Jake Skoll, the last chance for the Party Animals. Hosley trying to get him on the high heater. Skoll 0 for 2 on the night. Sack fly, 2-base sprint, and a run scored. And chops it to first. Michael Deeb there. Flip to Hosley. Bananas win it 5-2. Danny Hosley with his third save in as many tries on the tour.
Savannah, Montgomery, thank you so much for welcoming us here the last 2 years. You guys have been electric. Tonight, 3 foul balls caught for fans. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are a huge part of this show, a huge part of everything we do. Thank you so much, Montgomery. Thank you so much, Banana Nation. We love you guys. One more round of applause for your bananas. Now we'll see you outside. The whole team, the cast, will all outside for our Plaza party. Thank you again, Banana Nation. We love you guys.
This 2023 tour has continued to wow every step of the way. And tonight was just about as special as any we've had thus far. Bananas get a much-needed victory. They are now 6-8-1. The Party Animals 8-6-1. And they will get the well-deserved 5 nights off before they do battle once again. This time it'll be in Scottsdale, Arizona next Friday night. The first ever Banana Ball game out in the Grand Canyon State. Points were scored in 7 of the 9 innings tonight. Really electric from start to finish. Welcome back up inside the broadcast booth. Biko Scala, Josh Talevsky virtually in the Bananalytics headquarters in Athens. What a great win for the Bananas. What's your big takeaway from how they were able to snag a much-needed win?
Well, the Bananas got some assistance. 2 foul balls caught by fans really helped Christian Dearman out there on the mound. Offensively for the Bananas, a big home run from Danny Hosley, and the Bananas also able to take advantage of the errors that were committed by the Party Animals defensively, the trick plays missed, and also a handful of ball 4 sprints that were issued to the Bananas. So all that combined is the reason the Bananas were able to score so often in this game tonight. And by the way, we had excellent relief from Jake Peavy and Danny Hosley, who has now faced the minimum in 5 consecutive outings out there on the mound.
And how about Dakota Albritton, who we call Danny Hosley the Shohei Otobrist of Banana Ball because he played most of the game in left field, comes in, oh my gosh, Josh, you went flying off my head, comes in and shuts it down in the 9th. But Dakota, who has 2 1/3 scoreless innings of his own on the bump, and now has his 2nd walk-off on the tour. How impressive has he been for you, doing it all on 5-foot-high stilts?
It's incredible. I was intrigued to see him just face a submarine kind of pitcher in Tucker Perry. Instead, he goes up against the Party Animals ace, sees 5 pitches. Yet again, this guy sees a lot of pitches every time he's up there at the plate, and then collects his second walk-off of the tour. It's absurd what Stilts has done. I mean, this is a storybook kind of start for him on the tour.
And he's done it against the best pitcher on the tour, albeit Delano had started last night for the Party Animals and was not throwing his A-plus stuff. He's also done it, as you mentioned earlier tonight, against Heath Bell, the 3-time All-Star, 2-time NL Rolaids reliever of the year across his illustrious baseball career. So Stilts has been doing it against the best. Okay, the Bananas, 2 games behind the Party Animals now, heading to Arizona. What do you think is key for the boys in yellow to try and find some momentum and turn this into not just a 1-game win streak as we head out to Arizona for the first time ever?
I know it's going to be difficult for them not to want to start Kyle Lewigs on the mound Friday for that game 1, but it could be interesting to have him match up against somebody who is not Garrett Delano out there on the mound. I mean, Christian Dearman is now looking kind of like the Bananas ace out there, and might be interesting to see Dearman go up against Delano, and maybe you have a Lewig-Sherman matchup, or maybe you even put Jared Donaldson back there out on the mound if he's feeling it. I think the pitching matchups might be the key deciding factor in the upcoming series as the Bananas and Party Animals go out to Arizona.
I think that's a really astute observation because, one, Kyle is dying to be the pitcher for the Bananas when they're the away team. And so far on the tour, the way we've been doing it, every game in Savannah, the Bananas are home. That makes sense. Every first game on the road, the Bananas are home. And then in the second game, we have the home run derby to decide who gets to be the home and the away team. And, of course, Jake Skoll wins it tonight. He continues to be incredible. He picks away for the Party Animals, which is what both teams really wanted. And if you move Kyle back to the Saturday game, he pitches in Peoria instead of Scottsdale, all of a sudden maybe he gets the opportunity to be the away pitcher. And even more importantly, I can tell you, he would be so thankful to not have to face off against Delano, because one of the key stats we keep in Banana Ball is points earned versus points lost. And he's pretty sick of going up against the best pitcher in the tour. I'm sure you can understand why, Josh.
Yeah, Delano has been phenomenal. And you got to think, I mean, sometimes, as much as I love Kyle, sometimes I feel like he's a little too much in his head, whether it's thinking about the fact that he's going up against Delano, or even last night, I think he let the calls from Vincent Chapman get to him a little too much. I think if Kyle can just go out there and really feel no pressure and just feel great out there on the mound, he's going to have a really solid outing and show why he's been the Bananas' #1 pitcher in most of the games this season.
Correct, and why he's been the Bananas ace going back to 2021 collegiately for the past 3 years. And he's just about as good as you make him in Banana Land. Josh Talevsky, I cannot thank you enough for calling in, first of all, giving us our incredible showman breakdowns. The Bananalytics are reaching a whole nother level. The more games we get under our belts, I know just the more ammo you're going to have. Sad that you will not be with us in person in Arizona, but there's always a bright side of anything you look at in Banana Land. Really happy to have you virtually again. Great job tonight. Enjoy your evening in the Bananalytics headquarters out there in Athens, buddy.
Biko, thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your time in Biscuitville. And yeah, Biko, have a great night, buddy.
Okay, see you later, Josh. From Banana Land up in Athens to Biscuit Land here in Montgomery, we head out to the Party Plaza where Chris Haynes is our man with a plan and looking to cause some havoc. What you got going out there, Mr. Haynes?
What's up, Biko? I'm out here in the Party Plaza. For once, I'm actually on in front of the camera. That doesn't happen very often. As you can see, very beautiful crowd on hand with us tonight. Let's try to get in here. Come on, come on, come on. Let's try to see who we can find. Let's see who we can got. We got a big old crowd, and we got a lot of folks in between every one of us. Ooh. Here, let's get this little fellow over here. Hello there, sir. Who are you?
Hey, my name's Jeff Haynes.
Wow, that's crazy. My name's Chris Haynes, actually.
That is a coincidence.
Incredible.
Are you from Columbus, Georgia?
And speaking of Columbus, Georgia, I am. Let me tell you, Do you think Columbus, Georgia was robbed of a Savannah Ball World Tour date in 2023?
Look, we broke out in tears and just could not handle missing out on the 2023 tour in Columbus. And we hope that in 2024 that we will once again be home at historic Golden Park to the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals for another game of Banana Ball.
I can't think of a better response. I punched my TV whenever I heard that they weren't going back. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Enjoyed it.
Incredible, Jeffrey. Thank you.
Go Bananas.
Bananas. Indeed, indeed. Let's try to find our way into the crowd. Let me tell you, we got a big bubble right here. Ooh, let's see who we can get. We got a bunch of studs out here tonight. It was a great offensive battle. Bananas. For once, the home team actually dominated for once. I think a lot of times we're having the away team truly carry the team. Oh, hi there. Would you got any? Oh, no. That's okay. What about?
What am I doing?
Do you have any? How did you enjoy the game? How do you enjoy Montgomery?
I enjoyed it, and I think I'm not gonna have a voice tomorrow because I scream so loud.
Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's see. Let's see who we can get. Let's go get our winning pitcher, Mr. Dearman. Let's see. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. As you can see, the famous Dearman out here getting all sorts of autographs. Excuse me here, little fellas. Excuse me. Dearman, after a weak start, you really pulled out strong as the game went on. What are your thoughts?
I just want to go and see my pillow. I'm very tired right now. But you know what? It was electric. This crowd was absolutely amazing. You guys gave me the juice. Let me get some knuckles. Nice. Let me get some knuckles. Nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. It was awesome out there in Montgomery.
Incredible comeback, Mr. Dearman. What a stud.
Oh, stop it. I'm blushing.
I can't wait to hit my pillow, too. I'm also incredibly tired. Work, life, school balance is none easy. Let's see. Does he have any comment? Excuse me, Mr. Sexy Sax, how do you feel about the socioeconomic policies in America right now? It's rough. Well, I think that's all we got right now. Pico, I'm going to send it back up to you in the booth. Thank you so much. Toodles.
Unmute your mic for once in your life, Pico. Thank you so much, Chris Haynes. You are a budding superstar with the camera in your hand and the mic as well. It doesn't matter which side of the camera you're on. Okay, I would love to sit here and chat all night with you great folks on YouTube, but I've got a jet to Atlanta for the Barry Aldridge and Katie Dick's wedding, which I am truly fired up about. We love in Bananaland, and that is a Bananaland couple from the beginning. Barry, an intern back in 2016, all the way up to vice president, now the coordinator of baseball ops. He's the best in the biz, so happy for Barry and Katie. Fired up for my first wedding since the legendary Patrick and Tori wedding in Savannah, which is like only the 5th wedding I've ever been to all time. I don't know why. My friends are kind of slacking here. But before we close it out, we have a handful of shout-outs to give, as per usual. So, to the great people who make last night and tonight here in Bananaland, big shout-out to Chris Haynes on the wireless camera all night and then hopping on the mic out in the party plaza. Brandon Lane, thanks for joining us and absolutely dominating the center field camera tonight. You're a rock star. Clayton Franklin over on High Home, as good as they come. John Holman, a Montgomery legend, on the third base cam for the 2nd straight night. That dude absolutely rocks. He is going to be a part of the crew every time we find ourselves in the capital of Alabama. Emerson Elmgren across the diamond, the Iron Horse of Bananas TV. She is the best first base camera woman, not just in the Northern Hemisphere, on the entire planet Earth. Back in Savannah, our incredible crew. On the scorebug, Ben Barks, you're a rock star. On the graphics, Dakota Burnshead. That is just incredible stuff. On the replay, Jalen, you are a superstar, and the reason why everybody gets to see these great images in front of your eyes right now. On audio, Jacob Talevsky. Are you kidding me? We've got 2 Talevskys, 1 broadcast. We should make you pay for that, but we don't. On the technical directing, Griffin Ellis. the straw that stirs the drink in our city by the sea. And then, of course, coming back here to Savannah, thank you so much to Jake Peavy for hopping on the broadcast. Same goes for Kyle Lewigs. And thank you to Breland Almodovar for hopping on the mic, Jesse Cole for chatting with us late in the evening, Josh Talevsky for giving us 2 incredible reports, slapping a little color commentary, some post-game commentary as well. The guy is the Swiss Army knife of Bananas TV. For the whole cast and crew that makes it happen. For executive producer of BTV, Jared Orton, and Jesse and Emily Cole, I am Pico Scala saying so long for now. We will see you Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time? Question mark? What kind of time is Arizona? Who knows? We'll figure it out. Check out social media. And of course, we'll see you later!